Once again, you already know what it is, and you already know where you have reached. Conrad and I have already gotten started off the air. We said we got to click this red button to get you guys included, man. This is the number one collaborative professional wrestling podcast anywhere in the world. To my immediate left, your immediate right is the one and only proprietor of Everything Pro Wrestling. His name is Conrad Cushman. Yours truly, the proprietor of HW Weekly. My name is Sean Derek Hubbard, and we are phenomenally happy to be bringing you the latest episode, the newest episode of Clash of the Podcast. Monday Night Raw has already come to its conclusion out there in London. It's going to be a big wrestling weekend, and we are very happy and proud that you are starting your wrestling week with us. So we're not going to belabor the point because we have a whole lot to talk about this evening. So on behalf of Conrad, my name is Sean. There's only one thing left to do, my brother, and please do it right now. Drop that thing.
Welcome in, everybody. Come on in, file on in. It's time. Happy Father's Day for all of the fathers out there.
Yes.
No doubt, man.
I posted a picture of me and my boy yesterday on Instagram. I don't really post a lot. I keep my family life private, but I had to show the world what he looks like.
We are very similar when it comes to that. There are lots of pictures, but I don't post them all.
There you go, my brother.
But yeah, happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Sean, there's lots happening in the world of pro wrestling, lots to get into, and I guess we got to say RIP to the Duke of Dorchester, Pete Daugherty, if people don't know. Saw he had just passed away on the 16th. Wanted to give a shout out even to someone who would be considered an enhancement talent, but very important to recognize all of those in pro wrestling. If you've never seen his enhancement matches, I encourage you to go back out and watch it. He was from the New England area, so go out there, check him out. Let's get into today's show, Sean, but we got a lot of comments already coming from our peeps, man. Sir Quills, first one in here. He said, what up to Conrad and Sean and chat. Your boy Sir Quills is back to enjoy my two favorite bros, CJ and Hubs, for episode 199 of the best wrestling podcast out today, Clash of the By God podcast, hashtag EPW, hashtag HWW. He said, who else besides me is looking forward to Forbidden Door this weekend? Oh, always, bro. Always.
Quilly!
We got Ray Thompson. He said, happy Monday, guys. Hope you both had a good Father's Day weekend. Ray, we hope you had a good Father's Day weekend.
Yeah, man. Happy Father's Day to you too, brother.
Clown's in the house saying, afternoon, everyone. What's going on, Clown?
Please eat 13Z4 Tweezy. I'm trying to figure out the comment he made about a weird picture. What picture he's talking about?
Hold on. I will get to it because I have not seen that comment yet.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what he's talking about.
They're talking about they're ready for Osprey and Swerve, Omega Saber. We got Vinny.
The only Vinny we like.
Says, happy Monday. Got to speak at my church, play flag football, have a date with my girl yesterday on my birthday. Blessed to be 27. Blessed to talk wrestling with y'all. God bless. Jesus loves y'all. Appreciate that, Vinny, man. I'm glad you're having a great week, it sounds like.
Yo, happy birthday, man. Yo, I saw you posted up with your girl all booed up on Facebook, man. I like it. Boot up. I like it, Vinny.
Oh, I was gonna go my boo.
Oh my goodness! I started with we were younger, you, and there you go. It's R&B day over here, man.
Yo, funny enough, I just had a flashback. Me and my wife were definitely at a dance when that came out. That's how you know it's been a minute.
You guys were high school sweethearts, right?
We did date in high school as well. Then there was like a
I got you.
Off period, then back, and then
I love it. That's how it works, bro. That's how it works.
Yeah. Listen, and it was this close to rehappening again in high school, and it just didn't. And then it flipped, and then I was like, both things happened to us, and came right back, and it was like, boom, meant to be.
I love it. You know, I'm not gonna get too sentimental on our show, but I will say this, man. I've sent it to you off the air, so you know I'm not being fugazi. It's a beautiful thing when you find somebody so young. You know, I'm a little older. I didn't find mine until later in life, but it's so nice when you find the person you're going to be with when you're young. That's a blessing, man.
It is, man. Things change too. Let me give you some advice. Shout out to one of my professors. I won't say his name on air, but he always said long-term engagements. Always make sure they're long-term to make sure that you know what you're getting yourself into.
Copy.
Clown talking about he's Hook versus Atticus Cougar for the or Kogar, excuse me, for the GCW world title this weekend before Forbidden Door. After that, I'll get excited for AEW. I did see Hook make his debut in GCW. That was pretty good. Developments in the women's tag match are worth a watch. Okay. And he also said happy belated birthday. Sean, I'll let you take over here for Miracle, our guy.
I'm searching for a miracle. Believe the impossible. Miracle, my guy, he says, what's up? To my favorite podcast tag team, Conrad and Sean. As always, looking forward to discussing some wrestling with you and the chat. We could see Jey Uso attacked again with the spot taken from him. That's a possibility, but I think that ship has sailed, man, unless it happens on SmackDown. But I don't think that's going to happen, bro. I think the last time, you got to remember, Jey Uso was not supposed to be in that. What was the situation last time?
I don't even remember why he got attacked.
He got attacked, but it wasn't supposed to be a win. It was supposed to be where the Vision, you had to have a situation where Seth Rollins, that's what it was. It was the Elimination Chamber. You had to have a situation where the Vision was being screwed over by Seth. And if Jey Uso was in the chamber, because I believe Bronson Reed got hurt. So if Jey Uso won the match and went on to Elimination Chamber, who was Seth Rollins going to attack? So they had to insert Logan Paul.
Jey
Jey Uso is your next King of the Ring. Book it. The only video we like says, does Roman versus Roman versus Oba feel too big for SummerSlam? No, this feels like Mania Night 2 main event caliber match, in my opinion. Don't worry, Vinny. It's not happening at SummerSlam. Don't worry. It's not happening in SummerSlam. It's going to be Jey Uso versus Cody Rhodes. But then again, it could happen because Roman still has to defend the title. I don't think it's going to be against him, though. And Leezy Fashizi in the building says, hello, good evening, everyone. Hope your weekend was a good one. And let's kick this huge weekend of wrestling with the two aces of our pro wrestling community. We appreciate you, man. Man, this weekend is loaded with wrestling. You are not kidding. I'm excited. First time I've been excited in a little while, man, because last couple weekends have been kind of dry.
No doubt. And we're going to get into some of that TNA stuff, too, that you have brought up here, Matt. We got T-Ferg. What's good, fellas? Hope everyone had a good, Juneteenth. Yes, it was Juneteenth. Hope everyone had a good Juneteenth Father's Day weekend. It'd be crazy if the Knicks, Team USA Hockey, and Team USA Soccer win it all in the calendar year. Could happen, bro. I've said as soon as the Knicks won, I'm like, Sean's about to be eating good for a few weeks here, man. He's about to be happy. Happy.
Think about this. The Knicks are world champions, and my boy's about to be king of the ring.
Jocelyn.
You might as well just get used to it. Listen, you ready? I'm about to take you back, Conrad. You ready? Learn to love it because it's the best thing going today. Woo! Jey Uso's going to be king of the ring. Yo, I'm not going to lie. This is nuts. This is really nuts.
Jocelyn, what's happening?
What up, Josh?
Ground still warm and fuzzy. USA Soccer is only winning if it freezes over. If heck freezes over, we'll see.
They're good. I don't think they're good enough to win the whole thing, but anything can happen.
Doug said another Monday, another clash. Conrad, Sean, chat, teach me. Teach him how to Dougie. Guy Will Gamble, what's good, everybody? Hope you are doing well. What's good, Guy Will Gamble, man? I hope you're doing well.
Yeah, well, always a pleasure, man.
No doubt. McKinney's in the house. What's good, McKinney? He said, once again, on a Monday, I'm here to let y'all know a good father is the most unsung, unnoticed, unpraised, and yet most valuable asset in our society. It's Clash of the Podcast with CJ and Hubs. Let's freaking go.
McKinney, I really appreciate you, young OG. I really do, man. Young OG, I appreciate you.
No doubt, man. Jocelyn said, watch Collision earlier, but first, Sean, your results have paid off. So nobody's pick for the women's tournament is perfect. Now, bruh. We'll talk about that too.
You know I got nothing but love for Jocelyn. I'm confused. What is she talking about?
Weight loss.
Oh, you see it. Oh, that makes me happy. I'm really trying. Thank you, Joss. Thank you. I'm trying.
Beej, what's going on? BJ, the professor in the house, said was out on vacation last week. Here this week to catch up on the world of wrestling. Hope everyone is doing well.
Oh, everybody loves the BJ. That's his Twitter name. Relax.
Let me see. That's a weird picture. I don't know if that was for us at all. I don't know what Clown's talking about.
He said a comment afterward. He said the intro. Now we've had that intro for years.
Yeah. I just cropped it out. So
Clown. Clown. We appreciate you, man, but you're being a little critical talking about our intro we've had for 3 years. Let's take it down a notch, kid. Let's take it down a notch.
Oh, it was like
what's up with Clown, man? Conrad, what's up with Clown criticizing our 3-4-year-old intro?
I don't know. Clown's Clown, man. I love Clown. He's all good.
What up,
E? What's good, man? He said, "Hey, yo." XG Dub in the house said, "Yo, what's good? What's good?"
Yo, XG Dub, what up, man? Tried to tag you in some Twitter stuff, man. I don't know if you're taggable.
You already know.
Okay, gotcha.
Deanna just said, "Hey guys, what's good, Deanna?"
Deanna, always a pleasure.
They said Sean can't hide his excitement for King J.
Okay, can I start with my? We talked about this off the air. I need to talk to our audience. This is very important. Now notice, face change, very, very serious. I can be a Jey Uso. Everybody knows I started the Jey Uso bandwagon, right? I can be excited that Jey Uso is going to be King of the Ring and still think that they're booking it in a terrible way. You know what I'm saying? That I recognize that they're being very silly. Conrad talked about it. I'm going to talk. They're splitting the audience. People like Jay, people like Oba, they're splitting the audience. They're putting it in a bad. Now people are probably going to boo Jay when Jay wins the King of the Ring because Oba's going to get screwed by Brock Lesnar. They're booking it in the worst possible way. I'm acknowledging that. I really am. I'm acknowledging that. But I still like Jey Uso. So at the end of the day, I'm kind of caught between a rock and a hard place, Conrad.
All right, this was the conversation before we got in here. So everyone can join in, everybody. Join in. This is what we do. And another thing I've been saying lately, this goes for any of my shows and probably any of Sean's shows. We are the most fan interactive podcast you will find. The most. I dare you. I double dog dare you to find someone who is as interactive as us and as long as we have been interactive.
Yes.
I'm coming in here to say this. I thought tonight on Raw, spoiler alert, I don't know what else you want me to hit. Whoop, 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 whoop. We're about to start talking Raw spoilers. So if you haven't yet, go watch Raw beforehand because I'm going to start saying some stuff. In the opening segment, I believe it was the opening segment.
It was, you're right.
They had Jey Uso and Oba Femi come out. Oba Femi comes out. People are all into him.
Loving. Everybody's loving Oba.
Yeah, they love Oba. There's nothing like seeing a bunch of people do the little walk and but it's something you could chant, right? Jey Uso comes out, and no matter what, you could be the biggest Jey Uso hater. I will call you a liar to your face if you say he's not over. I will say you're a liar. That's not true. He's over, though. And he comes out. The fans go crazy for his theme. He's out there by himself. They're doing the whole yeeting. They're going crazy. He gets into the ring, and Oba was like, "Enough of that." And Jay was like, "Who are you talking to?"
You got to set it up, bro. You got to set it up. Jey Uso is thinking about running it back. Go.
Yo, I'm just getting to the point.
Okay.
Jey Uso thinking about running it back.
Okay.
Oba says, "Don't do it," basically, and then Jey Uso runs it back, and the people go crazy. I thought that was a bad visual for Oba Femi. But once again, like Sean said, I'm not putting him in this position, and unless your plan is to turn Jay heel immediately, this is dumb. What you're doing, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're thinking. But it feels very odd and weird, and you're going to end up hurting one of these two. And these are two of your more talents. Why would you do this?
There's a way. I've already thought about how they can do this to make sure that Jay remains babyface and Oba loses the match. Are you ready? I got you prepared right now. Chat, let me know what you think about this. Now, when I say let me know what you think about this, that doesn't mean I think it's a great idea. I think it's something that they would have to do in order for both guys to save face. There's only one way to do it, Conrad Cushman. You got to have Brock Lesnar attack Obafemi outside the ring, hit him with an F5 outside the ring, and you got to have Obafemi get counted out while Jey Uso is knocked out in the ring.
Winning King of the Ring.
Wait. Let it wash over you for 2 seconds before you scoff. Listen to my point. I never said it was a good idea. I'm leading with that. It's not a good idea. But question for you, Conrad Cushman. Is there any other way to have both guys save face?
I don't think so. That's why I'm kind of upset, like annoyed. Or at least there's not a good way to do it where people aren't going to be mad at something that you're doing in this.
There you go.
And you didn't have to book this. Eric, what's going on, brother? I see you. And Delay Grats, I see you joining in. Did I miss anyone else? Rib shot.
And I don't usually. Damn it! I'm tired of this crap. I'm tired of Jey Uso catching strays because of WWE booking.
Everyone does.
This is bull crap.
It is. It's just horribly put together, though. Like, why would you put it together this way or that way or whatever they're about to do? So with that, right? So you put it together and you're doing all this. Why is WWE, and this is a totality thing. I've been saying this for a while. Why are you so afraid to beat people? Like, just straight up beat them.
Oba?
No. Let's go back to SmackDown even.
Okay.
What happened to Charlotte Flair? Why did she lose her match?
She got attacked in the back.
They always give you an excuse.
Jade and her homegirls, right?
You always get an out. Stop doing this. I know it's pro wrestling. This is WWE's version of pro wrestling.
By the way, quick interjection. Liv Morgan being in King of the Ring, Queen of the Ring is stupid.
100%. 100% like foolish. Way to devalue her championship.
Yep.
Like I said, WWE fans might get mad at me for this one. I don't know, but they're doing a lot of foolishness when it comes to it. I don't know. That's just how it is. In my opinion, RTC was right.
But I will say this though, WWE, not just because Jey Uso's in the finals, I'm pretty intrigued with this card. I'm pretty intrigued because I do believe I'm not going to reveal my pick right now. I do believe there's a small chance that we could see a new WWE champion.
Do you mind talking about two other things on Raw? Then we'll get right in the Night of Champions.
Come on, bro. Come on. What happened?
We'll get right into this, and then
and Matt Lopez, M. Leezy for Sheezy. I agree. M. Leezy for Sheezy says LA Knight should have won King of the Ring. Unfortunately, that ship has sailed. You got to think about this, Conrad Cushman. LA Knight should have won Money in the Bank last year.
Last year, he should have won it when Priest won it.
There you go.
Don't get me started. I'll start saying, remember when we started this podcast? Me and Sean were right about a lot of things that y'all were like, Triple H is cooking. He's cooking. Please. Yeah, I smell what he's cooking now.
Yeah, it was exactly like, what?
It is not.
You know how bad of a listen. I want you to take this into consideration, Conrad Cushman. Do you know how bad of a booker you have to be to have a fan of a specific character? Everybody knows I don't really like WWE except for the Usos, right? I'm saying Usos plural because I love the Usos. Do you know how bad of a booker you have to be to book somebody's favorite character to win and they still think it's stupid? That's terrible. I think Jey Uso, I'm going on record right now, Conrad Cushman. I think Jey Uso is going to win the King of the Ring. I'm very happy about it, and I think it's stupid all at the same time.
And I think that's a fair point. Rob, cut it out.
Yeah, facts, Rob.
Because I saw the quote.
The idea anybody's Triple H is cooking. Are you like seriously? What are you watching on television every week that would make you say that Triple H is doing a good job?
I don't get why like people just support this stuff. I wish more people would support like New Japan, CMLL. Right. AAA even. Like, go watch that. That stuff is pretty good sometimes, too. It's just as good as this, if not better, in some, like, moments. Like, give it a shot, man. But I digress.
That being said, Jey Uso's going to be king of the ring, and I'm not going to lie.
We're going to get right back into that.
As a fan, I'm sorry, Conrad.
I want to get into two things here, and then once again, I'm going to do the spoiler alert for Raw. Here they come, so don't say I didn't warn you. We did have a women's tag team match here, Sean, and I wanted to get your thoughts on the finish of this one, where the women's tag champs retained, and we had a little after match blow off here.
It's a futile attempt to try and add some fuel to the Lyra Valkyria character. I think it's been stagnant. Essentially, she did the very same thing to Bayley that Becky Lynch did to her. I guess it's cool. I mean, we have to see what kind of chops she has as a heel, because I believe this will be her first time being a heel in the company, right?
Yeah.
So we have to see. I mean, number one, we have to see what Bayley's going to do with it too. Bayley has as much of a interest in what's going on as Lyra does, because this is going to be a match moving forward, right? So we have to see what they're going to do. But it didn't. I'll put it like it didn't move me.
It was all right. It just felt like we've been building up to this for what, a year and a half.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah.
Yeah. So we got there. I did not think this may have not been the best call, in my opinion, to have them retain the tag titles, but we're here, and I guess that's what we're doing. So that's. I mean,
they're really. When I say they, I mean WWE are really hitching their wagon to Paige and Brie Bella, and I did not see that coming.
Yeah, like I thought this was going to be short, and then you would get back to the Bellas after that, but apparently not. Also, hold on here. Let me see if anybody had anything good.
Trouble. That's me. Sorry, that's all.
Yeah. Please don't sing that. Something else in my head.
It took you a second to register what I was
saying. Trouble. Right? We also had the tag titles division versus the Street Profits today on in London, and I thought they made the right call here. Even though I do think that Austin Theory being in this group is not good for him at all. Like they're not progressing him. He looks like a generic Caw, head shaved, cool tights, got the moves, looks the part, and then you have to eat all the pinfalls because you're not the cool guy in the group.
Exactly. You said it perfectly. Yeah.
So and that's what they keep doing. Joe Hendry returns. Street Profits are your new tag champs. Any thoughts on that? I mean, it's all the build to Seth and Braun.
Yeah, I mean, I think what's going to happen is Jey Uso's going to lose the title match at SummerSlam. The Usos are going to get back together, and I think the heel Usos are going to take the titles from the Street Profits. That's I see the heel turn coming in a month or two.
Do you think the whole bloodline's turning?
I do. Okay. I do. I said that from the start, brother.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't think you can add Solo Sikoa, which I also predict. I don't think you could add Solo Sikoa without turning them heel.
Yeah. That's possible. Yeah. I don't know about that photo you saw either, Jocelyn, about Jade's haircut. I don't know what's real or what's not. AI has ruined me to where I'm like, I don't know what's true and what's not anymore.
Chat, let us know if you agree with my take. I think that the heel Usos are going to take the title from the Street Profits in about 60 days or less.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, what's the pay-per-view after SummerSlam?
Is it Money in the Bank, or is there going to be one in between now? Because it's in October.
Well, whatever the October pay-per-view is, the Usos are going to the heel Usos will take the titles.
Yeah, I think that they're going to have to, like I said, for Jay to do all this stuff and not get something in the end besides the King of the Ring, he's going to have to walk away with something like.
And Conrad Cushman, you can never say that I'm unrealistic. You know why? Because you're not hearing me say Jey Uso's going to win the title at SummerSlam. I'm not a blind fan. I'm not an irrational fan. I think Jay's going to be the king, and I think he's going to lose at SummerSlam. See, I'm rational.
Yo, Rob is out here crushing him today. It's going to start with some silly-ish. Roman says, like, why did the Street Profits have your titles, Jay?
Yeah. Wow, that's
Go
hilarious.
get him. It sounds like I read that in Roman's voice as soon as he said it.
Yo, shout out to McKinney, I agree with you. Deanna says heel bloodline is best weapons. I agree with you completely. McKinney says the Usos can only go after the tag titles if Jey Uso loses the King of the Ring. That is incorrect, my brother. My esteemed brother. They can go after it if and when Jey Uso loses the title match at SummerSlam.
Do you know how long they've been dragging stuff at this point? Like at this point, people are used to it. Like, okay, they're gonna do this. That you got time to drag, get some more. Triple H.
I mean, if you go with McKinney's idea, which it's not impossible what McKinney is saying. If you think that McKinney is right and you think that Jay is going to lose the King of the Ring, then they can face the Street Profits at SummerSlam. But my thing is, where's Brock and Oba 3 going to happen? My whole. I want you to answer 1 second. I'm going on record, Conrad Cushman. My whole theory. Are you listening to me, my brother? My whole theory is based on the fact that I think Oba, Brock 3 will happen at SummerSlam. That's this whole thing about Jay being King of the Ring, Jay facing Cody Rhodes. The whole thing is based on Brock costing Oba the King of the Ring and facing him at SummerSlam. I just want to go on record. That's the reason.
Right. Alexa Bliss Gamer said Brock and Oba can happen at Saturday Night's Main Event at MSG. I still think, though, that they're going to want a big match like that in front of Brock's hometown crowd. But then again, if you didn't want to mix it with Oba, I could kind of maybe see your logic in why you say that, though. Big arena. Let's do it here instead.
It's not going to happen. Alexa, I appreciate you. It's not going to happen. I'm telling you, Brock, Oba 3, I'm telling you. See, the problem with all of us, I'm including myself, the problem with all of us is that we look at things like Alexa just looked at it, which is a great idea of it being at the Garden. And we think, oh, that would be a great idea. But in case you're new to the show, a great idea in WWE, you know what that means. I'm telling you what Triple H is thinking. Triple H, in his infinite idiocy, it's always been Brock. Tell me I'm wrong, Conrad Cushman. Chat, tell me I'm wrong. From the start, it's been Brock, Oba 3 in Minneapolis.
It's how they book too. They go in knowing what they want to do. They always book these trilogies like it's their formula since the beginning of time. Like,
and when I say Brock Oba 3 in Minneapolis, then I start putting the puzzle together. Well, how do we get? Thank you, Deanna. How do we get to Minneapolis? Oh, I know how we get to Minneapolis. We have to have Brock Lesnar come back and cost Oba Femi the King of the Ring, and then we realize whether you agree or disagree, that's fine. We see Jey Uso maneuvering further into the tournament, and you realize that he's going to win his side of the bracket. And then you see Conrad Cushman that it's going to be Oba versus Jey Uso. And then you realize Brock Lesnar hasn't come back yet, but we all know Brock and Oba 3 is going to happen. Presto changeo. Here comes Brock Lesnar. Here comes the King of the Ring. Here comes Oba Femi getting screwed. Here comes Oba Brock 3 at SummerSlam.
Now, I'm going to tell you this too, Alexa Bliss Gamer. Sean knew, because me and Sean text during the week, and there was a part where I got worried the moment that I saw, what was it that he said in the promo? He said, oh, I'm surprised Brock didn't come out here to ruin my semifinal match. I was expecting to see you. And I was like, why did he bring that up?
That's it right there,
to remind you that this ain't over between them.
That's
not only that,
Conrad.
I know you're saying Brock versus Gunther. There's been more build to Oba and Brock, and they're going to go with the more established match versus this Gunther match. Gunther's been intertwined with Cody, and I don't know what Gunther's going to end up doing. And this is the first 2-night SummerSlam. In their minds, we got to make this worthwhile and show people like why. So they're gonna put their best foot forward. You have to. If you want double the money, show me why this has to be a 2-night event. Show me why this is double the money.
Now, allow me in front of our wonderful audience to give my tag team partner, my brother from another mother, Conrad Cushman, his flowers. Because Conrad, despite my fandom of Jey Uso, despite my fandom of the Bloodline, I thought what Conrad Cushman said last week was a phenomenal idea. Even better than my favorite wrestler on Raw winning King of the Ring. You know what that idea was? That idea was Obafemi wins the King of the Ring. Obafemi faces Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam, and Obafemi faces Roman Reigns at SummerSlam on both nights. That's a fantastic idea. That's a phenomenal idea.
You know what that means.
You know what that means. It's like, why are we even surprised that they're messing this up at this point? You know, why are we even surprised?
Is this the second 2-night SummerSlam? Did they do a 2-night SummerSlam before?
It was 2 nights last year.
Was it?
Yeah.
What were the main events? Someone remind me.
CM Punk and Gunther with the cash-in with Seth, and then the next night was Cena and Cody.
Oh my goodness, it was. I apologize. Whatever. At this point, you better put on something good, is what I'm telling you, for both those nights, and hopefully they can do that. Yeah, too much Oba for Obafemi. Sean, what did I say weeks before that? If you go in the archives, did I not say that people will get tired of Oba too if you start pushing him too strong?
Oh, you think Kevin, I think Kevin's in the minority. I don't think a lot of people are tired of Obafemi.
I don't think so yet, but the turn will happen eventually. We've seen it with Rock, we've seen it with Brock, we've seen it with Austin. The turn will happen where actually Austin and Rock avoided it because they're smart. But other people, it's like the turn will eventually happen. They'll be like, I'm sick of you.
Right.
I'm tired of Jey Uso now. I'm tired of Seth Rollins. I'm tired of Cody. You stick around too long, they get it.
I think the best thing that happened to Seth Rollins was, I mean this with all respect, was him getting injured because the fans are welcoming him back. Yeah,
and it changes the perspective. And sometimes, how can I miss you if you never go away?
Yep.
As the old adage goes. Let's talk Night of Champions.
Yes, sir.
Now, we're going to start with the King of the Ring match because this is what we've been talking about, pretty much interwoven for the first half hour of the show here. But King of the Ring and Queen of the Ring are going to be on the first hours and shown on ESPN. So a lot of people are going to see this.
Is that right?
Mm-hmm. They announced that tonight. So Saturday, 1 p.m. So this is on the 27th. Thank goodness, because I did not want to mix this with Forbidden Door. Cool.
Well, to piggyback off of what you're saying, thank God Forbidden Door is the main event of the weekend.
No doubt. So we have King of the Ring finals, Obafemi, Jey Uso. Sean, we've talked about it. We've kind of already laid out our predictions and said it. Is it a mistake to beat Oba here, though? Like, do you think Oba has any damage done to him? I think in the short term, people are going to definitely be mad online, but will he be okay long term?
I think collectively, we as a wrestling community, chat, film me on this, Conrad, film me on this. I think we're all kind of really overlooking the value of Brock Oba 3. I do. I don't agree with the way they're putting this thing together, but I do think that the light at the end of the tunnel is not the worst thing that you could imagine. We're talking about Brock Oba 3, right? So for me, there could be worse matches at SummerSlam, right? So when you have a situation where I predict that Oba's going to get screwed by Brock at the King of the Ring and lose the match, I don't think it's the worst thing in the world to have the end of that long winding road be Brock Oba 3. I don't mind it. I just don't like how they're getting there.
Right. And I think we're also being worried about stuff too. And this is interwoven within the Usos storyline and realm. Because number one, I would hope that people are going to help Jey too. If the bloodline's really back together, I mean, Jacob should be there, right? Jimmy should be there, right? But not only just that, LA Knight, people were worried like, oh man, they're really focusing on Jey Uso instead of LA Knight, blah, 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 blah. I think that people are worrying too much about LA Knight right now as well. Listen, I get it. I get upset too when LA Knight doesn't win. He's got until Money in the Bank for me, but they keep giving LA Knight TV time and he's talking a lot and he is establishing his character as he doesn't trust Adam Pearce. And I love it. You're telling me to shut up? Yeah, I'm telling you to shut up because I know you've been running around here letting the bloodline do whatever they want, which is kind of true. He kind of lets them get away with stuff that he wouldn't let anyone else get away with. So it gives LA Knight this rebelling attitude. And I think that it's working. I think they're trying to drum up some interest back into him and show like, okay, he's going to be one of these guys if you're paying close enough attention to it. Now, maybe this is me. I don't know. I'm not super WWE fan. Maybe people just don't believe it anymore. You do get to that period, Dolph Ziggler, where you get to that period where no one believes you anymore. It doesn't matter if you win a number one contenders match. I don't care. I don't believe in you. And people eventually tap out and they give up on that. Are we there yet with him? I don't know. Like I said, to me, he's got until Money in the Bank. If they don't do it then, I don't know what we're waiting for. I don't know what's the big like crescendo that we're going to finally get because you have to start pushing the new talent.
It's really a shame. And, you know, as someone who is the proprietor of the Jey Uso bandwagon, my whole premise was I don't want to see somebody who's red hot not have their moment in the sun. And it's getting to that point with LA Knight. It really is. It's like, you know, LA Knight's been popping for like a year and a half, bro, 2 years. And it's like, what are we doing? I'm going on record. LA Knight should have won this year's King of the Ring, 100%. Now, there's still a chance that LA Knight could face Roman Reigns at SummerSlam because if Jey chooses Cody or if Brock, I'm assuming Jey wins the King of the Ring. If Jey wins the King of the Ring, he's going after Cody. Roman Reigns still has to have a dance partner. It could be LA Knight. So you could be talking about LA Knight versus Roman Reigns in the main event of night 2 of SummerSlam.
And like I said, Money in the Bank's a great way to sneak in there, get a quick title run, and see how it goes too.
Yeah, but I'm talking about even before then, bro. I'm talking about he could be the number one contender in August.
I just think if he wins anything before Money in the Bank, he's getting downed by whoever it is. Even if it's Cody, like I just don't see it. But maybe crazier things have happened. Kevin reminding people Cody Rhodes versus Jey Uso have a tag team championship together and more. Yeah, they've had a history story together when Jey broke away from the bloodline.
I like what Kevin is saying. Look, Jey Uso's going to win this King of the Ring, and Jey Uso's going to lose at SummerSlam. We all know that. It's just about how they do it. I'm one of the few people that like the bloodline even now, but I do believe it needs a little bit of a supercharge in order to make it interesting. We have to see what Jey Uso's going to do. We have to see what Jacob Fatu is going to do. And for God's sake, give Jimmy a chance, please.
You already see who they're trying to get back into it.
Yeah.
What'd I tell you?
Yeah.
I told everybody Solo's getting jumped out of his group. The tides have turned, like I said that they were. He's getting pushed out of there. People are tired of Oba, but not the bloodline fam. I can't.
Yeah, I agree.
I told you a long time ago with that, man. B-Boy, what's good, man? He said the Hurt Business, the bloodline storyline is overdone. They're going with it. It's
overdone, B-Boy Skyline, but it can be rejuvenated. Now, it's going to take a whole lot of sauce to make that happen.
Yeah, 2 years has been for the last 18 months have been the most difficult on being a fan thinking something is going to happen.
VJ's talking about LA Knight. I don't know if it's been 4. He's been popping for 4 years?
I think so. Yeah, 2022.
That's
right around when we started. Remember we started?
We were looking at I could be wrong. We were looking at LA Knight as world championship material in 2022.
I think at the end people were like, yeah, maybe we could do something here with this guy.
Okay.
But because we know that he's on limited time. He's been around for a while. People just don't know that. Right. The Bloodline and Judgment Day have become really stale. The same characters. I think Judgment Day also needs to. Trouble. We're done. We're done, Oos. We'll see who walks away as
Conrad. For the record, Conrad, who do you think wins the King of the Ring?
You know what? I'm going to be foolish enough, and I'm going to say they do Oba Femi. I'm just going to pick Oba. I'm going to go on a limb.
So we get Oba and Roman at SummerSlam, my brother. Okay. Let me go on record. I would not be mad. I think you're wrong, but I would not be mad.
But do I think what you're saying it could easily happen? Yes. If I could go out there and I can hear, I think they're going to tease it anyway. My hope is that they have Brock like just, he runs at him and then like Oba ducks and he falls over the rope and then Jay runs in, power bomb, and then he just caught him. And then he looks at Brock like, I got something for you too. And Brock
let me ask you this, my brother.
Okay.
Because this is important. And I'm being very serious when I say this. If Oba Femi wins King of the Ring, we know he faces Roman at SummerSlam. When does Oba Brock 3 happen?
I still think it's SummerSlam.
Oh, so you're still going with your original prediction of double Oba?
Yeah, I think that they'll have it where Heyman says, like, well, Brock will only fight on his terms. And his terms are in his hometown where he will have the home court advantage. Hey. He will fight you at blah, 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 blah.
Hey, you know what? Sign me up for that, bro. If we get Oba on night 1 and night 2, I am not mad, bro. And you know what that means? That means the Usos are the tag team champions.
It definitely in the future. I think that's going to be your match to go to for this tag division. And for the love of goodness sake, please rebuild your tag division. It's horrible.
Well, the Usos are non-existent. The Judgment Day is non-existent.
No. The Usos are so over that they can be single stars. That's the problem. Yeah. And I even think the Street Profits could be if they really let them. But where's the rest of the tag teams? It's just Theory and Random Person. And who's the SmackDown tag champs? Does anyone know? Oh, it's R-Truth and Priest. They're singles wrestlers too.
I gotta fight you back on one thing, and you're gonna be surprised about this. The Vision is not that bad.
It's cursed.
It's not that bad. Now that Braun Breaker is back, it's not that bad. I mean, all the injuries have killed it. I'm with you, Emily. All the injuries. Look, think about this, Conrad. Think about this. And you know I do not like Braun Breaker, but I cannot ignore his star power. When Braun Breaker speared Seth Rollins many months ago, the Vision was popping. I know that's a hot take. But the Vision was popping.
It was. My issue is the injuries. They just piled on. I was like, okay, you lost like a big man. Then Braun's hurt. I'm like, there's only 2 of them now. Logan Paul's in the group too. And then it's now he's hurt.
Bronson Reed's going to be back.
Yeah. They're all going to be back. It's just like, this is not good. Like, you've never had it at full force is what I'm saying. It's never been at 100. It's like your phone. You're just walking around at 15% with it on red. Like, I got to get to a charger. That's what it feels like.
You think that ship has sailed?
A little bit. Like, giving Braun Breaker the tag titles, I was like, so he's doomed to lose this. Like, that, I knew instantly. I'm like, okay, Seth's going to cost him this eventually.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I'm with Matt. The Vision's like, curse, snake bitten, whatever you want to call it. It's just, it ain't working. In my opinion.
Trouble.
Hopefully they can get it back. Now, we did mention King of the Ring. There is a queen.
There we go.
The Queen of Trouble.
That's me. That song is so corny. I kind of like it.
It definitely sounds like one of those like Britney Spears songs from like back in the day in our younger years.
So corny. I like it.
Liv Morgan and Io Sky. We'll go at it here. Sean, what's the play here? Like, do you have Liv Morgan and then the big matches? She's going to unify the title. The title she hasn't defended since WrestleMania. That's crazy in my eyes. Number one. And I don't want to hear the excuse. So Stephanie Vaquer got hurt. Then pick someone else to challenge for the title, bro. Like, what are we doing? And Io's right here too. And we don't even know what's the deal with Rhea Ripley. Is she going to be okay?
Well, my thing and my prediction is solely based on the notion, the possibility that Rhea will be back for August 3rd. Or August 2nd, whatever it is. I'm going Io Sky with the Io versus Rhea.
I'm hoping.
But all that's up in the air. Matter of fact, I'll go on record as saying this. A little bit of a precursor of what's to come. If I'll say Io's my prediction, but if Liv wins, that means Rhea's out for a long time.
I think in a perfect world, this is Conrad's perfect world. I would have one world champion for everything. And then you have the belt split. Like, okay, your intercontinental titles over here, women's intercontinental titles over here. your U.S. champs here, your women's U.S. champ is here. Like, split the titles up. Then
you can't have one world champion in the WWE landscape.
That's not how it is now.
Right,
because
that's why AEW is better. That's why AEW is better, because the way AEW is set up, one champion is enough. WWE is so scatterbrained and so all over the place. You have to have two world champions.
Because people will be complaining that someone's not getting pushed.
That's it.
And then, but in my mind, I know who's the secondary champion. I just look at the scene and I'm like, okay, well, who's the person they're calling if someone's about to challenge them for something? Who's the guy they're calling? If Jimmy Fallon needs a guest tonight and they want the world champion, who's their biggest star? Who are they calling? It's Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns.
It's Roman Reigns. Whether you like him or not, it's going to be Roman Reigns.
And Cody Rhodes, we talked about this. Cody Rhodes can't hold a candle to Roman Reigns. It's just not. I respect him, but he's not Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns is him, bro.
He's just got it, and I think people have to just see. He's the one main eventing the shows. Cody's going to probably get the main event this show. Why? Because Roman's not on it.
Well, yeah, he's definitely gonna main event this show. But I'll tell you what, Cody Rhodes is gonna main event night 1 of SummerSlam.
Yeah, and for sure, Miracle. I'm glad you agree that he said that. Thank you. Enough with the double champions. They're going to continue doing it.
I agree with Conrad and you, Miracle. But at the end of the day, it's too watered down of a product.
And you can't. And like Cody being the undisputed champion is absolutely a ridiculous phrase if you care about boxing and the words behind the championship. There's nothing undisputed about it. It's very disputed. Roman Reigns is the world heavyweight champion. What are we talking about? Very disputed. Yep. I'm with you. I hope they go with EO. I think Rhea could be back in time just to at least get that match going. So I think they're going to wait for as long as they can, at least till they get to SummerSlam.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to see what happens. But, I mean, one thing that we do have a problem with is if EO wins and Rhea's not ready, then, I mean, I guess it would be EO versus Liv too.
Right. And I don't think they have an end in the Judgment Day feuds. Like, how do we get to the end of this with, like, Liv, Raquel, Roxanne, Dominic? I don't think they have an end game.
No, I'm pissed about that, too, because now that Finn Balor's left, I thought we were going to get a payoff of Roxanne turning on the others to side with Finn. Finn is gone.
He went over to SmackDown, and he all he did was pick up a storyline with Priest. Like, why are you here? Okay, I guess you haven't been watching the other show. We're not good, and that's fine. I can appreciate them acknowledging that, but you didn't finish. You left the plate of spaghetti. You didn't finish your food. You know what I mean?
There you go. Talk your talk, Conrad.
I don't know. Other matches on this card: Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. Sean, is it going to happen? Your idea here?
I have to say and new, because this ties into what I've been saying about Jade Cargill for the longest. I think Jade Cargill is going to be a similar United States champion as Becky Lynch has been Intercontinental champion. I think Jade Cargill, not because she's polished in the ring, she has a lot of work to get more polished, but because of her size, her star power, she's going to take that title and she's going to make it almost as important as the women's world title. I think she's going to run with it. I think she's going to be great. I don't think Jade Cargill is WWE championship material, but I do believe she had gold. She deserves gold around her waist, and I think she gets it on Saturday.
Not wrong. Alexa Bliss Gamer says, I think Charlotte cost Jade. So he thinks that, Alexa thinks that Charlotte's going to come out and cost Jade. That could happen.
It could happen, but I like what Alexa's saying. I think that could happen, but I think the storyline is going to be where Charlotte's out for a couple of weeks.
Could be. And that, you know what? That might be the title that Charlotte gets back in her good graces. Like, here, haven't been U.S. champ yet. Let's see what happens here with you as a babyface rolling with this one and see how it is. I
think it's going to be Jade versus Charlotte for the United States Championship at SummerSlam.
I'm going to go with Sean on this one, though. I'm going to say Jade wins the championship here. I think Jade takes the L. The experiment is over. I think Jade put Tiffany over a bunch of times, and now I think it's time. The reversal has happened.
You heard what I said, though, right?
Mm-hmm. No, I'm about to get real insider baseball.
Yeah.
Tiffany Stratton's been talking about Hollywood and stuff. They don't like when you do that.
There you go.
They don't like when you start saying that stuff. So I can see them saying, we're going to go with Jade. But Jade's done it too, though. So that's going to look real like, well.
I will say this, though. I will say this. SummerSlam, the proposed SummerSlam card. Right now, we're looking at most likely Jay versus Gunther, Roman versus whoever, we don't know, Brock Oba 3, and we're looking at Jade and Charlotte. SummerSlam's looking halfway decent if they book it right.
You have to beef up that show, though. If you're charging for 2 nights, you got to make it where, like, you better go to both.
Yep.
You better get tickets to both. You don't know what's going to happen. Well, they kind of continued it tonight with Rox and Liv told Raquel to go after the IC belt, and Roxanne said, "What about me? What about you?" You know,
yeah,
I can see them.
But see, oh my gosh. First of all, why is Judgment Day still a thing?
Fodder, I guess, for the Dominic Liv storyline.
Yeah, I guess.
I do think that eventually we'll get to Dominic and being the babyface again. Eventually. Too early. She just won the title a couple weeks ago. They changed that title quick.
Sometimes, Kev, shout out to Kevin. Sometimes they give people titles just to have them lose. That does happen sometimes.
SmackDown is back to being Raw's whipping boy. You're not wrong, because Kevin brought up earlier there's no SmackDown talent in the King of the Ring finals. Just saying. I think Alexa will be a huge part of the Jade Charlotte story. Could be.
She could turn on Charlotte for all we know.
Yeah. And I think that's why that'll be a big match leading up, because to me, Alexa and Charlotte are probably one of your better women's tag teams right now.
I think you're right.
Judgment Day should have been over a long time ago. That's a fact. Let's get into this next match here. We have a number 1 contendership. I feel like this is going to drag on here. Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. Ricky Saints is getting this big opportunity. I think Trick wins this, and then I think Melo's going to get a shot, and then I think we're going to get to a triple threat between them. Slow build, and that triple threat will be at SummerSlam.
I think you're 100% right. I think you mapped it out exactly where it's going to go. 100%. Trick wins. It leads to a rematch. It leads to a triple threat. I agree.
Moving on, we got ourselves a steel cage match here. Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker. You know what? Can I say this? And you know, I'm about to surprise some people. I have dogged Seth Rollins' attire for mad long when he comes out. I'm like, why is he wearing this foolishness? Like, why are we still doing this? Seth Rollins wearing the all black tonight. I was like, you know what? Cool. I can live with that. I'm not mad at that. Now, going into this cage match, Sean, I feel like people are going to think Seth should win this. I think Seth should lose. I think you got to put up with Braun. If you're going with Braun, it's time to go with Braun now. And there can't be any more wishy-washy, he's going to lose. Because if you're doing that, then Sean's going to continue to think this guy ain't the guy. And I don't believe in this guy.
I have a theory.
Austin?
Never. You know, Conrad Cushman? You know, chat? Sometimes you're LA Knight and you have a million chances to get back. And maybe for the millionth time, maybe SummerSlam, maybe Money in the Bank, you finally get over the hump. But then you got people who just never have their moment. I think there might be a small, very small chance that somebody in WWE agrees with me. Maybe Braun Breaker is not the man. And I'm going to tell you why. Because of Oba Femi. Sometimes you're hot and somebody rolls in that's just a little bit hotter. I think there's a chance. I'm not saying it's a fact. I think Oba Femi has taken Braun Breaker's spot. Ergo, the reason why I predict Seth Rollins wins this cage match. Mark my words.
And you know what, though? Could this feud continue into SummerSlam, and that's where you do the big blow-off? Is there room? You can't trust a WWE cage match at this point either. It's not like when we were kids, where that's like the big blow-off.
Kevin Abreu agrees that Braun Breaker has lost some momentum.
Due to what, though? The Vision not being there, and then like, yeah, you got to beat the tag champion.
You know what?
100%.
Let me ask you a question. When I'm over here You know what happens? You see my hand shaking over here? You know what happens when somebody makes a noise over here? Makes a big, crazy noise. You know what happens? People look. And all of a sudden, they forget about what's going on over here. That big bang is Obafemi. That's what happens. I'm telling you, think about it. Braun Breaker's almost forgotten.
This is true. Oba's going to need people, though, too. Like, once again, I want you to pay attention to the ages. I'm not trying to be an ageist. I'm not saying Seth Rollins can't go. He definitely can still go. Roman can definitely still go. What I'm saying is, though, the future. Look at what you have. It's not, some of these guys aren't going to be the future. You're going to need more. Oba's going to need, I almost said a bad thing here about King Kong or Godzilla. You need someone to step up, basically. Batman needs the Joker. You need someone to
Batman
do that.
Needs the Joker, but I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you right now, there's something in my spirit, bro, that's telling me that Braun Breaker may have lost his chance. And it's not his fault. But, I mean, did anybody think that Obafemi would be this over this soon? Like, he's hot. He's hotter than fish grease right now.
I did. I think you did. I think we all did. If you
but I'm talking about to the point where, like, I mean, Braun Breaker has become secondary, bro. Okay, Royal Rumble. Braun Breaker was so dope at that point in time, according to a lot of people. Braun Breaker was so dope at that time, a lot of us thought he might win the Royal Rumble. Think about where he's
supposed to. Do you remember reading it? It was going to be him.
Yes, sir. But think about where he is just 7 months later. Is he the same guy?
Once again, Seth got hurt. Then it was just dominoes, bro. It was just like dominoes. You watch the whole thing fall. The storyline ruined. Rob, why is the bloodline?
Jay Uso ended up being right. It was all short and sweet. Just like his NFL career.
Wow. Why is the bloodline still a thing? Why are the Death Riders still running around the ring? Why is the House of Torture still torturing Jada? Yeah, get out of here. Where's Anthony Hamilton to sing that hook? We'll see what they do with this. I'm leaning more towards this is going to end at SummerSlam. I don't know what the big blow-off match is going to be. Probably some no DQ, pinfalls count anywhere, street fight, Minneapolis, AWA, barnyard street fight, something they'll do.
A Minneapolis massacre.
Yeah. Braun will probably spear Seth through like a barn door and then pin him, and that's it. This is over. I'm going to SmackDown.
I'm just saying, Braun Breaker fans, whoever you may be careful. It might be over before it starts.
We'll see. We'll see where they go with it. This could be the beginning of it, I'll say. Like the rips in the paper. We'll see what happens with it. And then the main event's been made.
Baby. Oh, baby. I got a feeling.
Woo.
That's right.
That tonight's gonna be a good night.
Conrad Cushman, I got a feeling about this.
Cody obviously retained Sammy as the ref. I mean, listen, you can't powerbomb the ref and then wonder why he did what he did, Gunther. Right. This is all foolishness, and everyone's looking foolish in this. Cody wants to do things the right way. You got the win, buddy. Sit down. You got it, bro. Just walk away from this. And then you got Sammy who's like, I'm the referee. My decision counts. Like, he's on a power trip. So now we have this triple threat match. Does Cody...
I'm telling you, I feel it.
I'm going to give my prediction, then you could just make it. I think Cody's going to win in Penn State.
Okay. You can think that if you want to. I'm going on record right now. Bruh. And I'm not just going to go on record about this match. I'm going to go on record about this match, and I'm going to parlay it into how I think it affects SummerSlam. Gunther is going to be the new WWE champion. Oba, Brock 3 will be the main event of night 1 of SummerSlam. And opening SummerSlam will be Jey Uso versus Gunther 3. but book it. I'm going to repeat it for the people in the back. Gunther wins the title at King of the Ring. Jay wins the King of the Ring. Jay Gunther 3 to open up SummerSlam. And then Brock Oba 3 to close SummerSlam Night 1. Book it. Tell me right now with a straight face that you don't think that is possible.
That's a clip. I had to say that so I can remember to get that later. It is possible for that to be laid out that way. Can we go to the comments though, Sean? Because I think there's some interesting. Matt Lopez says Sami Zayn wins it. I think this is his best shot of Sami winning it because he's not winning it at Mania, he thinks, for that show. So can Sami sneak in and get this in any way? And chat, same question. Clown says the same thing. Sami wins here. I'll be shocked, I think, if it happens. I'll be like, whoa.
Yo, Dark Elite Eric and Kevin Abreu saying that it would be a bad idea for Jey Uso versus Gunther. Duh. Did I say it was a good idea? You know, only people who listen to me around here are like M. Leezy for Sheezy and like Sir Quills. They're the only ones who and you, Conrad, the only ones who recognize the fact that I know this is crap. I just know this is how they operate.
Yeah. Cody's finally made a video.
Thank you. I didn't realize he was agreeing with me. I apologize.
Oh, yeah. If you want to shock the WWE Universe, give Sami the win in Saudi. But then where do you go from there? So Sami and Jay?
Sami and Jay is not the worst idea.
Bloodline getting back together, then they turn heel on Sami again?
Now, see, look at me. Now you're getting me excited, Conrad Cushman. Now you're getting me fired up. I never thought about Sami and Jay as a possibility.
Just to put Rockstar's comment up here because I know Sean is probably in full agreement.
Rockstar, you've never spoken truer words, my friend. He does
Jay versus Gunther, you people might want to ask for a refund.
Yo, bro. Shout out to Dark Elite Eric. I misunderstood you, bro. So he feels me. I'm telling y'all, this is what WWE does, bro. Gunther, Jay 3, Oba, Brock 3. They'll probably book it that way. They'll probably promote it that way, bro.
Evan said, don't sleep on Randy. I feel like Randy's going to have to get reset when he comes back. He's been gone for too long again. I don't know. Let's see. Klaus says Sami wins. Punk beats Punk at Saturday night's main event.
I think he meant Punk beats Sami
at Saturday night's main event, and Jay can't beat Punk because Roman won't tell Jacob to help him, and the bloodline crumbles.
I hear you, Clown. I don't agree with that, though.
Miracle says Cody takes it.
You know what, Miracle? You and Conrad are picking the safe choice, and that probably is what's going to happen because WWE sucks.
Yeah, because to me, I think if Sami wins it, Sami's going to be a heel, but that's me talking, though.
But he should. He should be.
Gunther has Cody in a sleeper and a counter while Sami is down in the other corner. Ref goes to grab Cody's arm for the 3, but Sami Haluva kicks Gunther and a lifeless Cody gets pinned by Sami. Could be.
But and see, yes. That's dope because, I mean, out of all the combinations, Conrad Cushman, Jay, Cody, Gunther, Jay, Gunther, Oba, all these combinations, you know what the most intriguing combination? The one you came up with is the most intriguing combination. Jey Uso versus Sami Zayn for the I'm not saying it's the greatest match of all time, but it's very intriguing.
I only said that because you're interluing, like you're putting together threading. I'm having trouble with my words today. You're threading together past storylines with the bloodline. Then you can have interactions with Solo and Sami. How do you feel about Roman now? Blah blah. You have talking points because they love to talk. Talk. That's all they do on these shows. Talk. Right. But you need talking points, and that's something that you could talk about and lean into. And then Jay could be like, "You were never the second best man. You were in the group because you were a joke to us." And once again, then you can lean into who's heel, who's not, and you can kind of pick a way you want to go. I don't think they're going to do that, though. Like I said, I'm going safe pick.
I got a wild question for you, Conrad. Are we actually enjoying where this could possibly go? Because I'm not going to lie. See, Okay, here's the problem for me, right? The problem for me is that all of this involves my favorite wrestler in the company. So maybe my mindset is a little bit skewed. Maybe my perspective is a little bit skewed. So I need to come to you for your unbiased opinion. Is this becoming somewhat entertaining?
I think you have different legs to go off of here where you can make it entertaining, but now they can kill your interest with one. Cody Rhodes wins. Oba wins.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
then it's over, yeah. Then it's over and done.
You better go get back those tag titles. Like Rob said, like, okay.
Yo, who said that? I want to give a shout out to who made that comment.
Rob.
Shout out to Rob, because I can see why are those guys walking around with your belts.
Damn it.
I
know what the Shield would have did back in the day. We would have handled business.
Oh, or how about
if Sammy wins the WWE champion, brother Trick versus Sammy, because Trick will beat Sammy for the second time. They might do that. I think Trick's someone that they like a lot. Trick, I might say Sean might be talking a little wild. Right now, I think Trick's stock might be higher than Braun's. In their eyes, the way they treat
Trick's stock is higher than whose?
Braun Breaker's.
I agree.
They're feeling him way more.
I agree. I think they're feeling Oba and Trick more than they're feeling Braun Breaker.
Yeah. What up, Clay? Appreciate you, man. Popping in here. If you guys haven't, hit that like button for us as well.
Yes.
We greatly, greatly appreciate it.
Subscribe to EPW if you're not subscribed already.
Yeah, and subscribe to Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. It's in the description and it's in the chat because I'm about to put it in there right now as we speak. So Miracle says they teased it on SmackDown, Sammy and Jay.
Yeah,
it's there.
They did.
It's there. Now, does that mean they're going to do that? When Jay can't beat Punk on his own, Roman can talk mad trash because he did beat Punk by himself at Mania. He could, and then the next night he had to do the...
Yeah.
Come on.
By the way, which was the biggest pop of the weekend.
Yeah, and they left it where it is. We'll see what happens. Next week's show is episode 200. It'll be a big one for us. We'll probably end up reviewing all of this and, talking about it.
See what I'm
doing? Sean, we got a problem, though, next week.
What's up?
Did you see what time Raw starts next week?
I'm assuming sometime early?
No. 5 minutes before us.
6 o'clock or something?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we'll have to discuss during the week what we're gonna do.
I think I know what we're gonna do. I think I know what we're gonna do. I feel it.
Yeah. I think I know exactly.
I think I know exactly what's gonna happen. Yep. We'll let you guys know on our social media.
Yeah. We'll let you know what the schedule is gonna be like. If not, maybe we'll I don't know. We'll talk about it.
Well, we'll figure something out.
Pay attention to the socials. That is Night of Champions. We got some other news to get into. At first, I think we're going to talk a little TNA.
Mm-hmm.
First, let's get AAA real quick. AAA has reformed one of their factions here. Perros de Mal reforms in AAA with Carmen Petrovic, Berto, Angel, Bronco Nima, and Daga are all back together. If you don't know, go look up Taya Valkyrie's tweet about this. She was in this faction and they loved it, and they are putting beatdowns on everybody. So they are going to be the I'm going to use air quotes here, the bloodline or Judgment Day for AAA.
Right.
So they're going to be probably one of the hotter acts, and they're going to try and get them to do some stuff. I'm not mad at this. I don't know if you have any quick thoughts on AAA, Sean. I mean, we talked about that fantastic match, but they're going right after El Grande Americano. So
yeah, I mean, I like factions and I like AAA. I mean, I don't love AAA, but I like it. We got to see what's going to happen now that Chad Gable's back in the States. But I think it has potential, and I like that.
Yeah. By the way, whoever touched Chad Gable's theme to make it that like hard rock theme, after you gave him back the dope American Alpha theme, fired. I mean,
who's making decisions? It's so stupid. The most elementary things they mess up.
Bro, he came out and all I heard was the I was hyped. I was like, "Oh, Chad Gable's back! This is what
it was dope. It was dope. The Alpha Academy, that was dope.
Yes, and then they went back to this like Chad Gable. It just sounds like a beer commercial. Like, what is this?
By the way, if I were you, I wouldn't get my hopes up for that guy.
I think at SummerSlam, you want another potential SummerSlam match before we switch over to TNA?
Penta.
Chad Gable Penta will be the Intercontinental title match, and Chad will finally get it done because guess where Chad Gable's from, everyone?
Minnesota.
So, surprise.
Yes.
If you didn't know, Tommy Dreamer has been let go from TNA Wrestling. Do not go on social media and Google search Tommy Dreamer if you're a fan, because Tommy Dreamer is getting dragged through the mud right now by a lot of indie wrestlers and referees and such, saying he gave him bad advice. He did this, he did that. And, you know, when Tommy Dreamer's down, they were right there to start kicking at him. So, and not saying Tommy didn't deserve it. Mickey James is catching strays for trying to stick up for Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer is gone. Not only that, Sean, Sami Callihan, who thought they were calling him to give him Dreamer's job, is gone.
Yep.
What is happening in TNA Wrestling? And there are rumors of Leon Slater is going to be gone, and your world champion, Mike Santana, rumored to be contract coming up soon, and he's got interest from other places. What is TNA is in trouble, bro.
The infrastructure is starting to crumble. It's very discouraging, man, to see this from the outside looking in. I don't know what's going on over there, but something ain't right.
Yeah, and I'll say it, bro. You should have never fired Scott D'Amore. I've always said that. You said that.
Yep.
That was a mistake to do that, in my opinion. But maybe this is what they want. Maybe they want to get bought by WWE. But, Sean, if I told you, what's one thing you could do to be more like WWE? What would you say right now if you're TNA?
I don't know. Have worse storylines? Oh, dear.
I'll let you read this one.
Oh, my God. As per ITR Wrestling, rumors say that Road Dogg is most likely set to join TNA's creative team after Tommy Dreamer's release. It's reportedly believed that he will probably earn the same money as Dreamer, if not more. This is per Dave Meltzer. Wow.
You're going to bring in Road Dogg. So now I get, why do you have to have the prerequisite of like writing wrestling for a bigger company to get this opportunity? Yo, Rob, please.
No, it's Bush League, bro. It's Bush League. I just can't wrap my head around it, honestly.
Yeah, but Sean, here's my line of thinking. This is just me. I told you I have a business background. If I'm sitting there, I'm not gonna hire Road Dogg. I would be like, Sean, come here. What are some of your ideas? Let's give Sean a chance. He's never done it before. Why not?
Right. How much worse can it get?
And how stale is it? If it's stale, it's gonna be the same thing. So now Road Dogg's going to come in, and this is going to be a whole new person with new ideas. And Delirious is sitting right there as well, who wrote Ring of Honor.
Yep.
I don't know what this company is doing.
But it's the way WWE does business. That's what you're starting to see, that WWE-esque vibe in TNA. That's the thing that's starting to freak me out. We worried about this when they first started doing business together.
Yes. E is a full TNA to let go from TNA Wrestling. Yeah, Tommy Dreamer should go have a beer with Ric Flair, kick Roxby. He's been in trouble ever since that Dark Side of the Ring. Didn't ROH release everyone before they sold? I don't remember if they did it that way. They might have, just so that people could go to different places. You can't even tweet out your concerns about TNA without their crazy fans attacking you online. I know from experience. Yeah, I got told I hate TNA, and I'm like, bro, I'm talking about TNA. Do you know how many people won't even speak on them? Like, TNA is trying to ask for more money and to sell than what New Japan sold for. Yeah, New Japan's more valuable though than TNA. Their tape library is humongous. Fightful reported Road Dogg will be at Slammiversary this Sunday. Yikes. McKinney said TNA is going to TNA. This company doesn't sound profitable at this point. And that's the other thing, Sean. We came on here and we talked about $30 million, and they're going to make all this money. If you could make $30 million, wouldn't you be bragging about that? Wouldn't you be like, yeah, we're getting paid?
I would be.
We're getting paid. I don't think they're getting paid $30 million.
I think it's fabrication. No question. I think it's fabrication.
Or if you are, you're paying, unless they're paying down all their debts for whatever reason. They said there's been debts incurred from TNA. How? They were on Twitch. What are you talking about? Like they minimized all of it. Scott D'Amore had them wrestling in bars, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. I was like, oh, this is different. Cool. I can get down and watch this.
It was a quality product when D'Amore was running the show. It was a quality product. It wasn't top tier, but it was good.
Yeah. I don't know what else to say about TNA. Get it together, bro. And Tessa Blanchard left. And listen, I'm not here to stick up for Tessa Blanchard. I don't like Tessa Blanchard for that stuff.
Neither do I.
Yeah. But guess what? From a wrestler, from her, let's just speak as you're her business advisor, and that's it. You don't have thoughts and opinions about anything else she's ever done. Why would Tessa Blanchard stay in TNA? Why would she stay in TNA? They said because she had to choose between TNA and CMLL. I added an extra L there. CMLL. If you had to choose between those, well, which company's hotter right now? CMLL. And why would I go to TNA where you brought her back, you had Jordan Grace beat her, then you never put her back in any major picture again because they're chanting she's a racist in the crowd at these shows. I'm not lying. These are factual things you can go look up online. So you never brought her back in, and then you're like, choose between us. I'm obviously not going to choose you. And I see the infrastructure crumbling around this company. It's not a good look.
At the end of the day, I don't like Tessa Blanchard either for personal reasons, for what she said. But at the same time, from a business standpoint, I would jump ship too.
Yeah, I'm not staying with TNA in that mindset. Like, horrible.
Speaking of TNA.
Yeah, TNA, they got Slammiversary happening. You know,
how exciting.
They were counterbooked, apparently, according to how they talk. The pre-show will start at 3 p.m. The pay-per-view will start at 4 p.m. because AEW is going to be on the same time. Yo, chill, Rob. Let's look at the card. You got Eric Young taking on Ricky Sosa. We also have the do you want to give predictions on these? Ricky Sosa better win.
Ricky Sosa has to win.
The Elegance Brand versus Rosemary and Allie.
Elegance Brand.
I say give the best to Rosemary and Allie at this point. I don't know what you're doing. Eddie Edwards versus Moose. Moose, yeah, he'll probably stick around here. They've both done good for the company. They're definitely company guys. Moose has been getting at people online for some of the stuff that they've been saying. Lei Yingling versus Zaya Brookside.
I'm going Zaya Brookside.
I was gonna go go Lee here. Just why not? We have why are the Hardys in another ladder match, dog? Like for their bodies, I'm just thinking. Like,
I know. I'm saying it's enough is enough.
The System versus the Hardys versus the Righteous. Is this how the Righteous get the tag belts here finally?
No, I think the System get it back.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Hardys got them back too.
Yeah. Because
that's probably where all TNA's money is going because that's the draw. But the Hardys can't be doing this for two. You don't have 5 more years of the Hardys.
Nope.
Here to let you know, dog. So I don't know what they're going to end up doing.
You'd be fortunate if you have 2 more years with the Hardys.
Some said that AEW is going to be number 3 behind TNA after the deal. Stop listening to Eric Bischoff, please. To be counterbooked, people need to actually know what they're doing the show. I said what I said. We have an Ultimate X match. Fabian Eichner, Mr. Elegance, Amazing Red got called in to do this. We have Cedric Alexander, Leon Slater, Casey Navarro, and Frankie Kazarian back in the X division.
I think Ced's gonna win.
He's the champ. I mean, I think you stick with what's hot, but they could switch it too. I wouldn't mind seeing Casey Navarro get a shot with the title. There's stuff there. Could you see them doing Mr. Elegance?
Could be. I'm going Ced.
And hopefully Red's going to go out there and amaze people because they probably haven't seen him in a while. And Mike Santana versus Nick Nemeth. And you know what? Give Nick Nemeth the belt. If Santana's out, give Nick Nemeth.
I have only one thing to say. I'm here to show the world. I'm here to show the world. Come on, bring it on.
Man, TNA talent don't even sound excited about TNA. Like I said, TNA's down in the dumps. Go get some new, fresh, young talent from the indies and onward and upward, folks.
Hopefully.
That's the best thing I could tell them. Because if you're doing all this, well, you can't work with AEW people. And, well, I don't want you doing this. I don't want you working with CMLL. I don't want you doing that. I don't want you in New Japan. You're going to have a real tough time, buddy. You know what you got? You got steak taste, but hamburger money. Remember that.
There you go.
A quote. So have a good one, dog. I'm not staying in TNA. Deuces.
There you go.
I'm out instantly from that. Dr. Martha Hart has been named Calgarian of the Year for the Owen Hart Foundation's help to lower income Calgary residents. Shout out to Dr. Martha Hart for the some people don't know what the Owen Hart Foundation is. They just think it's some tournament that happens, but there is a charity behind this. And that is why the Owen Hart Foundation has the name that it does. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought it was cool, and it kind of goes into our next story. So I don't know if you want to say anything about
anything involving Dr. Hart or Owen Hart. I'm a supporter of.
Did you see Collision this week?
I heard about it.
Athena, shocked. she put the Pikachu face next to this one. She loses to Maya World, who was not in this tournament, a replacement. And Maya World's brother, Maya World,
Madness.
Yo, but shout out to Maya World. She works through it after her brother has passed away tragically, and she stayed with it. She said, "No, I don't want to go home. I need to be wrestling right now."
Yep.
And she is now in the finals of the Owen Hart tournament against someone else who wasn't originally in this tournament. With
it's
Mercedes.
Wild, man. I mean, Mercedes is going to win, but still, it's a dope accomplishment.
Let's look at this card real quick and what we have, man. I'll try to go from the bottom and zigzag up. Forbidden Door, Sean. You got Divine Dominion taking on Thunder Rosa and Olympia. Any hope for Thunder Rosa and Olympia?
Yeah, I'm actually going. I can't ever cheer against or pick against Thunder Rosa. She's our friend. She
is. Friend of the show, Thunder Rosa.
Yes.
But Divine Dominion's got this in my Steel cage match. You know what? Me and Derek are going to end up going through this on Wednesday. Sean, you give your thoughts on this card. Just overall thoughts, matches you're looking forward to. Give us that.
Well, I mean, I think Team MJF wins the steel cage match, no question. There's no question about that. I think he definitely gets the job done. I like the fact that the tag team titles are going to be defended between the Dogs and Edge and Christian. I think I'm just calling them Edge and Christian. I'm never going to stop calling them Edge and Christian. Edge and Christian are going to retain. The 3 tag team match, I'm going Young Bucks. I have who's that? The women's championship.
Thekla and Starlight Kid.
Yeah, I have to go Thekla to retain that as well. Moxley is going to retain his championship. I think it's going to be a barn burner between Omega and Chris and Sabre Jr. But I think Omega wins on his way to Wembley Stadium. I think Pac is going to have his signature victory on this pay-per-view. I think Mercedes.
You think Pac's winning the global championship?
I do. I think he's going to be the new champ.
Okay.
I think that Mercedes Moné is going to successfully defend her Owen Hart championship. She's finally going to get herself back together in preparation for Wembley. And I'm going with Will Ospreay to finally get his moment in the sun. As much as I think Swerve Strickland is amazing, I think Will Ospreay, it's time. Now that he's back, he's healthy, I think it's going to be Will Ospreay going for the title. And I think he's going to be the main event at the biggest show of AEW's calendar year. Hence why I had MJF's tag team winning the cage match as well.
Very, very interesting. Very interesting, Sean.
Yep.
Are you excited for the show?
I am. My picks are very strategic. I think about what it means, and I think about what the upcoming All-In pay-per-view means, and all my picks are based upon what I think would be the best outcome for All-In. I have a vested interest in AEW. I think it's the absolute best product in the industry, bell to bell. And I think they prove it once again on Sunday.
Interesting. Well, we got a lot to talk about this week when it comes to that. And all these shows that we probably talked about, we're probably going to be talking about them again next week because we're going to have to try to watch all of this wrestling this weekend, just like you guys are, or you'll be back here for our coverage. As you guys know, we go usually live Monday, 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. Next week, we'll have to do the wait and see. But we will most definitely be here. Clash of the Podcast always has your back on Mondays. Tuesdays, our good friends go live on AEW Fan Hub with the Ignition Podcast fans, just talking about AEW thoughts, theories, fun topics, conversations. Make sure you guys go check them out. And me and Derek live Wednesdays after Dynamite. You know where we are, 10:30. We're usually right around here.
Right.
Putting on a show for you.
A little bit of an announcement. We will be letting everybody know what we're doing next Monday, this Thursday. We will let everybody know what's going on for Monday. On Thursday, as myself and Conrad will be on the HW Weekly channel, as we discuss the reason why AEW is the best professional wrestling podcast in the world, bell to bell. That's right. Hubbonomics returns with a big episode this Thursday night. Sean and Conrad over on the HW Weekly channel. And as part of that show, we will let you know what type of production we will have for you the following Monday night.
There you go.
Everything happens for a reason, kids.
I've got nothing else, Sean.
No, it's a great show, man. I want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. It's been a fantastic show. We thank you for your participation. Always a pleasure to have you guys. It's a big, big, big weekend in professional wrestling. Make sure you keep us intertwined in your thought process as it relates to how the weekend is going. We want to hear from you. We want to hear from you starting all the way from SmackDown. All the way, I take that back. We want to start hearing from you all the way from Wednesday as you guys watch Dynamite and check out my guy Derek and Conrad Cushman. We want to hear from you, and we want you guys to show up and show out this Thursday night on the HW Weekly channel for the AEW show that we talk about why AEW is the best show in the world, bell to bell. We want to talk to you guys on social media on Friday for SmackDown, on Saturday for on Saturday, I should say, for WWE, on Sunday for TNA and AEW. So much stuff going on, and Clash of the Podcast has you covered. So on behalf of my good friend and tag team partner, Conrad Cushman, my name is Sean Hubbard. We appreciate your attendance here tonight, and we certainly look forward to your attendance moving forward into this week. Remember, Wednesday night, my guy Derek and Conrad for AEW. Thursday night, Hubbonomics on HW Weekly. And, of course, next Monday, right here on Clash of the Podcast, time to be determined. We'll let you know on Thursday. Until then, God bless, be encouraged. Evil never prevails. Later.